of International Relations at Ankara, Haci, Bayram, Veli University. Thank you so much indeed for your time, Suay. It's almost like a building process. Whether President Erdogan can take anything concrete to offer Volodymyr Zelenskyy, it might just be a matter, do you think, of listening to what the Ukrainian leader is saying and then possibly being able to use that to talk with Vladimir Putin.
Good morning, Adnan. It's great to be with you. Yes, today's President Erdogan's visit to Lviv will be a cornerstone, maybe a new setup of the peace negotiation that actually started in this year, March, facilitated by the Turkey in Antalya Diplomacy Forum and later on Istanbul process. And most of us expecting that the President Erdogan, the President Zelenskyy will discuss the future of the grain deal exports and if it is possible that the reset up of the peace table with the Russians, or maybe if it is possible to bring up the two leaders into the peace table.
What do you think of the possibility of Turkey actually acting as a guarantor for any deal that Kiev and Moscow may reach? That puts Turkey, it would do, in a difficult position.
As we remember, during the last peace talks in Istanbul, both countries, actually mostly the Ukrainian, requested the Turkey's guaranteeing situation and the position. Of course, there will be some difference cost to be a guarantor in such a peace talks between the Russia and the Ukraine. There are both disadvantages and advantages for Turkey. And until now, together with the grain deal export, it seems that the Turkey is the only actor can be the mediator in this peace process. But for the advantage, Turkey and President Erdogan are the only country and the only leader can talk with both President Zelenskyy and President Putin. So it will be a more fruitful peace process if Turkey will be a guarantor. But on the other hand, if Turkey be guarantor, Turkey will be a guarantor. There will be both security and the political responsibilities Turkey should bring up to the table. We need to see the details if there will be a guaranteeing process for Turkey itself.
Suay, can you give us an analysis of how you see Vladimir Putin's situation? You wrote a book a few years ago about the Euro crisis, but it was about a crisis of leadership. And I'm wondering if you see in Vladimir Putin anything that you saw when you were researching that book about leaders in crisis.
Adnan, thanks for taking a point from this perspective. The leadership, actually, the European Union has a leadership problem for in last few years, especially the Angela Merkel resigned its position from the Germany. But especially when it comes to the Vladimir Putin, he is a very long-standing leader in the world arena in last 20 years. And as we all know that his leadership style is quite different compared to the other leaders in the world. So if we look over from the leadership perspective, it is not easy to bring the President Putin to the peace table for the Ukrainian war. But also I should say that the President Erdogan and President Putin has a very special relationship based on the leader diplomacy, which is very important. And it's one of the key points that the Turkey's foreign policy right now. And it is one of the main tenets of the Turkey's mediator role between the Ukrainian and the Russian side, because both leaders have a very special relationship in last 20 years. And these personal diplomacy and the leader diplomacy, how you can say it, managed to successfully transform the crisis situation, especially regional problems and also mutual problems, to the more better and stabilized situation. So if I summarize that, I personally trust that the personal diplomacy and the leader diplomacy between President Erdogan and President Putin, as well as President Erdogan efforts to bring both leaders to table. But it is not easy to say it won't be happen in a one day. It takes time. But still, leader diplomacy is a very strong voice to bring these leaders to the table.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned Angela Merkel, because many people are saying that it's actually the German Chancellor's attitude towards Vladimir Putin that emboldened him possibly to take action that he may not have taken otherwise. Anyway, Suay, thank you so much indeed. Really interesting. Suay Nilhan Acikalın. Thank you.